Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you, and if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. So this is probably just gonna be a little morning chat with V. I just dropped my son off at work, and I'm actually sitting in my car somewhere. And I have decided that I'm going to work on this little doorway. I've been working on quite a few of these lately. These and some little mini Halloween ones I'll show you real quick before we get started on this. Anyway, here's one of them. See if I can zoom this back out. Nope, that is about as far as you're gonna get, but let me cover this up so I don't get that on there. I've already dropped my lid down in the floor. Anyway, I got my little jack-o'-lantern one. This little black cat, I think it looks okay. Although the blue is kind of weird in it. Then we got our little monsters over here. And then I've got some doorways. I've got the red one and the purple one. Here's another purple one with some flowers around it. And then our orange door. And that is all I've got in here so far. Basically I'm trimming them down and putting them in here. I got these little photo books from Dollar Tree, and these ones, I have some other ones that don't hold as many, but these hold quite a few. So I'm trying to finish up these doorways, and then I'm going to finish up the Halloween ones. And this is what I've been working on whenever I am in my car, just out and about. I know y'all probably cannot see that well, and the lighting here is driving me a little crazy because, let's see, maybe if I do that, no, not really. I need one of these that I can kind of tilt down just a hair so that I can see these better. Or have one of those half moon lights that fits over my little tray table here. That would be nice. Anyway, what have I done today? I went to Dollar Tree. I really did not find that much there today. I did get one of those wallpaper sheets because I want to try to make something out of it, but we'll see how well that works out. And then they have one of those fabric storage collapsible boxes. It was on sale for 75 cents. So I went ahead and got that. And then I got me some popcorn for tomorrow at work. Oh, and I got some more of these. I'm going to let you know, Granny is the one who started getting me to get these at the Dollar Tree. I bought 2 of them the other day and left them in my car. Don't do that whenever it's nearly 100 degrees out. And even though you're just going in to visit somebody for a couple hours, not a good idea at all. So I will definitely be taking those inside today. Whenever I get home, it's not real hot out today. It is 75 degrees, which is actually wonderful. gonna roll up my windows for just a minute because there's some people that are walking by, and even though I know I'm not talking to myself, they might think that I'm talking to myself, and but that's okay. We all have days like that. Anyway, I went to see my mom yesterday, and she looked so much better. I was amazed at how good she looked. She was still sleeping a lot, but she actually was smiling and happy that I was there. And she even told me to bring her a candy bar next time I came to see her. And she has not done that in a long time. Used to, every time I went and see her, she would give me an item to bring her the next week. Whether it be mints or a candy bar or a Coke or something like that. And she actually did that. I think that kidney stone, she's probably had it for about at least a month or so, because her attitude this time completely changed. And I was getting really worried about her and stuff. But just seeing the way that she was yesterday made me feel so good. Because it's just, I love seeing the days like that. Those are days that I want to remember. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish getting started on this. And by the way, how I am recording this video is that neckband that I have that I bought on Black Friday. It's got a flexible neck thing on it that you put around your neck. Well, I decided that I was going to try to put it on the steering wheel, and then it's got that other part that goes up against your chest that steadies it and stuff so that you can, so that's setting up against the middle of my steering wheel, and it's actually working really well, and y'all are getting a good picture of my canvas, I think, even though it's so bright out that I can't really see it all that well. But anyway, I'm having to kind of look around this to see all the ones that I'm trying to see on here. But yeah, ooh, that breeze feels really nice right now. Hopefully I'm still in screen because it's so bright. I thought I would be able to, yeah, it's still in screen. I can see that much. It's so bright that I can barely see the screen. But it seems like this is going to be my best way to record in the car yet. As far as whenever I'm doing a little chat with y'all. We were thinking about going camping today, but there wasn't one of the sites that we normally get available for today and this weekend while we were at work, but it's okay. So I was going to do my live and then I was going to head up to the campsite, but that didn't happen. maybe next weekend. It's supposed to be really, really nice this weekend, which is a great change. It's supposed to cool down, and I'm so happy about that because it's been way, 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 way too hot. So, just gonna put these in here. Just like that. I don't know why it's so hard for me to see those question marks. It wasn't earlier. But now it's like we're going to glare on the screen so that you can't see. But I'm hoping that Joshua gets off work close to on time today. I went over to Brahms and got me a chicken strip dinner to eat. I've already ate that. I went to the Dollar Tree, and then now I'm just sitting here in this parking lot and I decided to record. I'm really liking these little doorways, even though I do have to trim them down to fit them in that little book. But that's okay. I will be putting these little mini ones in there until I get it filled up. And then I've got other ones that I will start filling up. Okay, let's see. We got more of these question marks right here. There was quite a few of these little question marks on this one. I've been listening to a book, and now it's called Shadowborn by Rebecca Hamilton. And so far, it's okay. I'm trying to figure out what all's going on in this story. It is not a cozy mystery. But it was one of the books that I could get free with my Audible membership. So I decided to listen to it, and it's leaving on like the August 12th or 19th or something. So I wanted to make sure I listened to it before I couldn't listen to it anymore. Come on. It's like we do not want you to place us on that canvas. We want to give problems. Anyway, what else has been going on? Oh, I spoke with Lexi yesterday. I can't show you the picture right now because of the fact that it is actually on my phone and I'm recording with my phone. But anyway, Lexi sent me a picture yesterday of her car, and I'll get into a little backstory about that car. But it was on fire, and they were putting the fire out whenever she took the picture. Well, anyway, with this car, I had bought this car whenever she was like 15 years old. It was going to be her car for whenever she turned 16. It was just a little Chevy Aveo. I can't even remember what year it was, but we always tried to get our kids one car that was less than $1,000. So you know they're not going to be in perfect shape. They're not going to be the best cars, but at least it would get them from point A to point B. Well, anyway, she never did get her license at that time. But we still had the car. We ended up driving it some around, and then my son, whenever his truck broke down, he drove it for about a month or so until he got his truck fixed. And then anyway, it drove every day. It drove very good and everything, but then it ended up setting for like 3 years because we just didn't use it. So Lexi asked if she could take it home, and I said sure, that's fine. I signed the title over. Since she didn't have a license, it went in her boyfriend's name. That's fine. That's what she wanted to do. Okay. Anyway, let me make sure I got all of those. Nope, I missed 2 over there. 3. Look at that. I may not have to put them back in here. At least if I can get this one to flip over. There we go. Anyway, so we did that, and they came down and they got the car. Well, turns out that it had been sitting for a while. They couldn't drive it right away. They tried to get a few things fixed in it, and it took a while. But eventually, they got it to where it was almost done. And then they got it running here the other day, and she had ordered an alternator for it. They would replace the battery. So it was almost to the point that she could have taken it down and gotten it tagged and insured. And to be honest, I'm glad that this happened now instead of maybe then, because it could have been a lot worse. Once she got it tagged in insurance, she could have been on the way to town or something whenever this happened, with the kids with her or something, after she got her license and stuff, because she's supposed to get them here pretty soon. But anyway, something like that could have happened. And I am so thankful that it happened now. Because she said that she had drove it up to the pond on their land. She never took it off of the land or anything. Never went on the road. But she had drove it up to the pond, and then drove it back and parked it. Went inside. She was laying the boys down for a nap, I think is what she said. I can't remember for sure about that, but then she smelled smoke. Looked outside, and that car was on fire. So I'm glad that nobody was in it whenever it caught fire. That is one of the most important things. And it was an older car, and it kind of upsets her because right now they really can't afford to get another car, get payments on one or anything. So just one of those things. And then not even 2 days later, I guess their outside freezer went out, which is where she stores the babies. Hold on just a second. Okay, so we are going to try this again. And there we go. And I'm still working on the and sign. Sorry, I got a phone call from my brother. he was telling me that they are actually discharging her today from the hospital, and she will be going back home. So in a way, that's good. In a way, I think that they should be keeping her a little bit longer. But I do feel better about it this time than I did last time whenever they had done the same thing. I don't know what that little bug was that was crawling across there, but looked like it may have been a tiny spider. Of course, that's what happens whenever I have my windows open. But anyway, I do feel better about it this time than some of the times whenever they've released her before, because I do feel that she is doing a lot better this time. She's a lot more coherent. She's talking a lot more. So yeah, that one's, I can't even see if y'all can see that drill on there, but it's not a good drill. So that drill's gonna go in the trash up there. Anyway, I really don't know how long we have been chatting here. Oh, I know what I was telling y'all. Why did y'all let me get off topic here? Why didn't y'all say anything? I feel like I'm talking to myself. But anyway, so they're back to Lexi. Her outside freezer went out that they keep all her extra milk in for the baby, because the milk that she produces, they put in there, and he is bottle fed, but she does produce the milk for him, and their freezer went out, so all of that milk ruined. So that kind of upset her. It was just like little things, or not so little things, happened this week that really, she's just not having a good week this week. So hopefully things start getting better for her. Because once she got her license and they got that car up and running and tagged and insured and all of that, she was going to start looking for a better paying job. But now she can no longer do that because she's not going to be able to drive to wherever it is that they need. I kind of want to take this off, but then again, I don't want to, because I'm afraid that I will not get this finished by the time Joshua gets off work. But anyway, just a little chat today. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this today or tonight. I might try to post it here in just a little bit. If I can do it on my phone, I will have to edit it as far as the description later. But Jeannie and I are going live at 5 p.m. today, August 1st, tonight we will be doing a live on the Hannah Lynn mystery. But I will tell you ahead of time, there could be spoilers. So I'm giving you this heads up if you do not want to see spoilers. And I'm not sure exactly how we're doing it, so there could be. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up on that. Anyway, I will see everyone later. Take care, everyone. Bye.